mom and dad's house before the first leg of our trip. We're going from Dayton to New Jersey, and then from New Jersey to Florida! Yeah! Woo!
Yes.
80-degree weather, bitches. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. I love this. Got the country music on, got my sunglasses on, got my babe right next to me.
Yes,
We're about
indeed.
ready to go on vacation. Life is good.
Anyways, folks, welcome to the first major trip of 2014 here on March the 6th, 2014. It's going to be spring break time down in Florida. Flying out tomorrow with out of Dayton International Airport after hanging out with Angie's parents for a little bit tonight, having some good food, and just hanging out. And then tomorrow morning, I think our flight leaves around 10:46. I think it's 10:46 a.m. And it's going to take us on over to Newark for about a 2.5-hour layover. And then from Newark on down to beautiful sunny Florida, where the weather is looking to be about 75 and sunny while we're there. And then we're going to have a few days in Florida before we hit the cruise ship on Sunday, March the 9th. Yes.
As you can see, I got some color in preparation for the cruise.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, tanning beds are bad for you, blah, 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 but so is me turning red as a lobster and peeling for 3 weeks like I did in Ecuador.
Nothing's worse than being red as hell on the first day of your vacation.
Hi, truck. You just passed me, and now I'm going to pass you. Holy bump, Batman. Anyway.
Yeah. The cruise itself, we're going to be boarding the beautiful Carnival Conquest on Sunday, March the 9th. And that's going to be setting sail on a Western Caribbean itinerary, which is part of the Caribbean that I have never been to, Angie neither.
Yep.
I've done the Eastern Caribbean back in 2009 for my first cruise. Yes. And then a Southern Caribbean / Central America cruise in 2011 for my second cruise. This will be my third. The ports of call will all be new for me, all new for Angie as well, as it'll be in her first cruise. We will be sailing from Miami to beautiful Grand Cayman for the first port of call. Or the first day is a sea day. Monday's going to be a sea day. The first port of call is Grand Cayman on the Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we're going to be hitting up Cozumel, beautiful Cozumel, Mexico. And then on Thursday, we're going to be going into beautiful Belize City, Belize. And then Friday is going to be the final excursion in Roatan, Honduras, which is going to be home of our ultimate excursion, an excursion I've been wanting to do for about 2 years. I think it's probably been a little longer than that now. It's going to be the very cool Stanley Submarines dive down to 2,000 feet below sea level.
And what day does it fall on?
Yeah, that day is on Angie's birthday, March the 14th. Falls on a Friday, which couldn't be planned any better. In fact, I'm pretty surprised that when I went and booked this submarine dive that it was fully open. It's one of those little submarines. It's not the big ass ones that you see like through Atlantis that you see at every other port that go down to like 150 feet, hold like 40 people. No, this is an actual scientific looking submarine that's going to take us down to nearly half a mile below the sea in the beautiful Honduras and the Cayman Trench. So deep that it's going to be pretty damn close to pitch black to where we're going to be. Like, it's going to be pretty cool. It's the deepest submarine that tourists can go in the world, folks. So I am looking forward to this. You don't know by the way, you don't want to know the price that we paid for it, but it's totally going to be worth it.
I don't want to know either, but I'm sure it will be worth every penny.
The submarine's called Idabel. It's actually a homemade submarine that a guy named Carl Stanley built, made out of like a bunch of random parts and stuff. But don't worry, it's
a homemade submarine.
It's a homemade submarine.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can go online and check it out. Go to Stanley Submarines. He's on Facebook, and he's got his own website as well. But yeah, he does a whole bunch of different dives. One goes down to like 1,000 feet, 1,500 feet. We're going all the way to the maximum dive that he does down to 2,000 feet. It'll be about a 3-hour dive. We get into that port around 9 o'clock, I believe, and I think we'll be there all day. So yeah, it'll probably take up until about 2 or 3 o'clock. We'll emerge back up to the surface and have a few hours left in Roatan to hang out before we get back onto the ship and sail back to the States. But I'm really looking forward to that excursion. I've been trying to do it forever, like I said. That'll be a good finale for this cruise, it being the last one. And then Saturday, a week from this Saturday, is the last sea day, and then Sunday is the day we roll back into Miami, Florida. and then we'll have the rest of that day to do whatever, and then we'll fly back home on that Monday, which is the 17th. So we got an amazing week.
Somebody passes me, they fucking slow down.
We got an amazing week planned ahead. Oh, the other 3 ports. Let's see, we got Friday that was...
Whoops, 85 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, don't be speeding.
Bad Angie.
Yeah. Anyway, in the Grand Caymans, the first port, we're doing an excursion in every port, by the way. Grand Caymans, we're doing the Stingray City, famous Stingray City, as well as a dolphin swim combination, which I've never swam with the dolphins, I've never swam with the stingrays.
I've been
really looking forward to that.
I've been wanting to swim with dolphins all my life.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm interrupting you. I feel bad. I'm sorry. I'm just really excited.
I got a shit ton of memory cards. It's all good.
I'm excited.
And then
slowing down in the fast lane.
Cozumel, Mexico is the next stop. We'll be doing a what they call the Great Cozumel Race in Cozumel, which I'm sure a lot of you guessed it. It's very much like the Amazing Race TV show that we've all seen at some point. So that's going to be about a 3 or 4 hour excursion where we're going to be, I guess, given a bunch of little clues, like a scavenger hunt type of thing that you got to do in order, kind of like the TV show, and you go from there. I think there's some swimming involved. You got to interact with the locals. A whole bunch of cool stuff, I'm sure, that's really going to teach us a lot about the area there in Cozumel.
Excited.
And then, let's see, what else? Belize City is the next one scheduled for Thursday. We're doing the, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, it's called the Zunan Tunic Mayan Ruins.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, it's going to be about a 2 hour drive from the actual port that we're going to be docking at that day. And then we're going to get to climb all over some ruins, get some good pictures and stuff, and learn a lot about the history and culture, I'm sure, over there too. It's
history and culture mine.
Yeah, the site's, I think they said it's like 2 miles from the Nicaragua or Guatemala border. I forget which one. I think it's Guatemala. So we'll actually be able to look into Guatemala. But that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, it's about a 2 hour bus drive, I guess, either way from the port. So that'll be an all-day excursion when we're in Belize City. Beautiful Belize. And then Friday, obviously, Rotan and Stanley submarines, which is going to be the big one, ultimate excursion I've been trying to do forever. I'll have a ton of video coverage for y'all on that one. So I, like I said, brought a bunch of memory cards for that, and I'm trying to conserve as much as I can for that, because that's going to be absolutely incredible. I can just...
Have we only gone 22 miles? God damn it.
Out of about 200.
I wish the speed limit was like 110. I drive like a fucking Formula 1 driver, and he's over here like all cautious and speed limit. And I'm over here like burying my speedometer while I'm blasting music and eating food.
Yeah, we're currently en route here on I-75 North on up to Angie's parents' house in Pleasantville, Ohio. Let's see, it's about 4 o'clock right now. We should be there by 7:30, hopefully by 7:30 or
if
so.
the traffic in Cincinnati doesn't suck royal ass.
Oh, I can hate Cincinnati.
I hate the traffic in Cincinnati.
Oh, and in case some of you are wondering what the hell this thing is, this is a time-lapse camera I bought the other day, kind of a last-minute spur-of-the-moment thing for this trip. Right now it's time-lapsing this entire 3 hour drive, kind of as a test to see how well these are going to come out, how well it works, mainly because of how the mount works. I'm going to try and time-lapse some of our flights tomorrow, as well as on the way back, because I've seen some of these things, these time-lapse videos people put up on YouTube. They look so cool. We tested it out, I think, yesterday or the day before, just us hanging out in the apartment, and it's pretty cool.
I know, it was so funny. We made this time-lapse video of us in the apartment, and the camera was facing at him while he was eating dinner, and he was like, nom 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 nom.
Yeah, I had it set on, I think, 10 frames per second at an interval of every 5 seconds. It's snapping a picture over about a 3 hour period, so it's pretty cool. This is set on, I think, for this drive about 10, it's on 10 frames per second at an interval of 2 snapshots taken. So with this being about a 3 hour drive.
Oh, my sinuses hate me. Bump.
It's really about a 3 hour drive. You multiply the 10 by the 10 frames per second by the 2 interval, that's 20. You divide the total seconds of the drive by the multiplication of those 2 numbers, the 10 and the 2, and that's going to give you your video length in seconds. So if you want that in minutes, just divide it by 60. So I think that's going to come out with the setting I have. I figured it's going to be about 9 minutes long or so. So you gotta figure out what your settings are, and then that'll give you a link to your video at the end when it comes out. So it's a pretty cool little camera. So I'm looking forward to really using the hell out of it on this upcoming trip, as well as our other future trips. Bumpy Angies. Anyways, folks, we'll do another update later on today after we get to Angie's parents' house here in a few hours. Anything else you want to say?
I can't wait. That's all I have to say. I've been wanting to go on a cruise pretty much all my life. I've been wanting to swim with dolphins all my life. I have never seen Florida. So this is really, 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 really exciting for me. This is a big trip for both of us. A lot of firsts for both of us. A lot of firsts for you. A lot of firsts for me. All these excursions are all new. When I book excursions on cruises, I book the unique ones. I'm not going to do these beach breaks that everyone and their brother does. I'm going to do the unique stuff that you can only do usually at that one port, or only at that one port. Unique-y, beachy, breaky, cruisy, drivey, sweeties. Yes. Gonna be extra average into the video like we did in Ecuador. Oh, the 5-minute long video and the little rustic wooden huts we stayed in. Those were pretty cool. I have a canker sore and a toothache and a sore throat and fucked up sinuses, but I don't give a fuck. I can have fun. Yeah. I'm like, ow, but I don't care. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm still getting over a cold, but I would have rather had the cold this week rather than get it next week on the trip. Yeah, my voice is still kind of weird sounding. I apologize for that in advance. But it's dropped a few octaves and it's kind of sexy. But yeah, Monday of this week really sucked. That was the peak day of my cold, but it was like nose was running all day. It sucked, but yeah, it's all on the downswing now. It's all going to get better and should be good to go by the time we hit Florida. But other than that, I'm looking forward to some good food, some good times on the ship. I always love doing the trivias and the basketball and ping pong tournaments, just kind of hanging out, just walking around the ship. And the night entertainment's always good. The comedians and the magic shows that they usually have a magic show during. I'm looking forward to the food. Oh yeah, like unlimited food for a week. Yeah, you know how nice it's gonna be for like 12 days for someone else to cook for me. I see the camera in my peripheral vision, but there's a semi truck over here. There's a curve up here, so I'm like looking straight ahead, but not at the camera, so we don't, I don't know, crash and die. Yeah, usually I'm the one driving, but we're taking Angie's car up this time to have them get the scratches out or whatever. My car is scratched up, and my tires could use inflation. Whenever we go up to my parents' house, they basically take care of the car while we're gone, and my car could use some TLC. So, especially it's at 170,098 miles on this girl, and she is still running like a dream. Knock on wood. Bump. She runs great. Bumpity bump. There we go. Sun's reflecting off there, but it's alright. Anyways, folks, before this gets too long. It's like 20-minute video. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been able to do videos, since it's been about 4.5 months now since we've gotten back from South America. Boy, that trip was amazing. I'd give anything in this world to go back to Argentina. It's so fucking beautiful there. Yes. Shortly after this trip, I'm not sure exactly when, we'll be announcing the even bigger trip of 2014, which will take place at the end of July and early August. So, yeah, we'll update. We'll probably announce that sometime later this month, sometime after this trip. But that's going to have a lot of new experiences for both of us on it as well. Yes. As well as this person here facing one of her lifetime fears. We'll get into that later. Well, let's just say I looked it up, and I guess it's safer than they say. I mean, I'm still going to be scared, but I'm not going to go all the way to blank just to skip out on blank. Yeah, this place is one of the world premier destinations to do this activity, so that's why we're going to do it while we're there, yep. I'm going to have to research it more because I don't like being scared of stuff. And I know you are probably really curious because you know I don't get scared. Like, unless there's a spider coming at me, this is or a fucking tornado adrenaline junkie we got here. Like, both of us. There's like 3 things in this world that scare me, and I'm just like, everything else, fuck it. I'm afraid of heights, and I was afraid of flying, but do you think that stopped me? Hell no. I'm here to live.
Yeah, indeed.
Talking about my fears has suddenly bumped the speedometer up to 80 miles an hour.
Oh.
That was bad. Well, I backed off.
Yeah, it's not getting pulled over.
No.
Anyways, folks, it's probably been a lengthy enough video for now. We'll do another update here later tonight. In fact, I guarantee there will be another update tonight. We'll see everybody then.
Bye. Bye.